What is going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray that you are all doing phenomenally well. I'm super excited to be chatting with you this here evening. You saw the title of this video, and I really want to discuss where to get started as a new real estate investor. It's probably one of the most common questions that I get asked all of the time. And so I just kind of wanted to think out loud with you, if I may, or share my thoughts and my process when it comes to where to get started and how to get started, so to speak. But before we dive into it, please like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. I really appreciate it. It's very exciting to me to see how fast this YouTube channel is growing. So definitely, if you enjoy content like this, subscribe to the channel and hit those notifications. All right. Now let's talk about where you should get started as a new entrepreneur, a new real estate investor, just getting started. Um, I'll say there is a common misconception going around where people believe that they actually need to start with wholesaling real estate. And that's just absolutely not true in any form or fashion. You can start with buy and holds, you can start with fix and flips, you can even start with creative strategies and things of that nature. Fun fact, my very first deal that I actually got was a sub 2 deal. Okay? I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I figured it out. I worked it out. So you can always start wherever you want to start, okay? Now I'll say let's take into consideration a few things. Number one, how fast do you need to get paid? Okay? I think that's very important. If you're in a situation where you're like, Clifford, I absolutely hate my job, all right, like I was, you need to get paid quickly, you need to quit your job, or you're really under maybe a tight financial crunch, or you're just in that type of situation. Well, wholesaling is going to be the way to go, right? Because typically speaking, from contract to close, for us on average is about 2.5 weeks. Okay. And so just know that that's going to be the fastest way for you to get paid and get a check. Versus if we do a fix and flip, people don't take into consideration, number one, the amount of time that it's actually going to take to rehab that property. If you're knocking out walls and rearranging floor plans and doing things of that nature, well, that may take you 3 to 6 months just to rehab that house. Okay. And that's not even taking in consideration um, the days on market that it may sit there, 30 days, 60 days. Things right now, at the time of this video, tend to be sitting a little bit longer in certain areas, right? So, can you wait that time? Can you take 5 to 6 months before you get a paycheck? Then, if you can, that's completely fine. Or let's say, for example, and I actually have many members in my mentorship in my community that start with buy and holds. Several that say, Clifford, I love my job. I love what I do. I love the impact that we're making with the company that we're with. I just want to plan for retirement. I just want to start buying rental properties, right? And so you can start to do that and build generational wealth. You can start leveraging your current job that you have just to start throwing rentals in the bag. And so there's so many different little ways that we can get started, but that's what I want you to do. What I want you to do is spend some time thinking about, okay, what am I trying to get out of becoming a real estate investor? Am I trying to turn this into a full blown business? Am I trying to just make additional income to maybe take some dream trips or pay off some debt or something of that nature? Or are you trying to build for retirement, building generational wealth, right? If we know what we want, what we're trying to get out of this, then we can reverse engineer it, if that's the right word to say, right? We can almost start with the end in mind. And then once we know what we're trying to get, then we can also say, okay, well, how fast am I trying to get paid? which one of these strategies fits best for what I'm trying to do. All right, so I hope this is kind of making sense for you. Another thing that I may add, since we're just on here and we're talking, is pick a lane. Okay, what I mean by picking a lane, running a wholesaling company and running a flipping company look entirely different. Okay, completely different business model, so to speak. Both real estate investing, but uh, both completely different. You typically don't see a lot of wholesalers doing a lot of flips and a lot of flippers doing a lot of wholesaling, right? Now, for me, I have a holistic approach and I do flips, I do wholesaling, right? But I also keep the main thing the main thing. So for me, the main thing is wholesaling. Now, when it comes to flips, what I personally do is I pass them on with a partner. So I have a partner here in Dallas. When we come across an amazing deal, I say, hey, I just picked up this property. Do you want to take it on? And we partner on it together. And that way, it doesn't distract me from the things that I need to be doing here on the wholesaling side of things, right? But I still have flips going on that I'm a part of that don't require a lot of time, effort, and energy on my part, right? So pick a lane is what I'm saying, and get really good at that lane. If you come across a deal and you're a flipper and you don't have the time to take this on as a flip, then just wholesale it, right? But just partner with another wholesaler that has a massive buyers list that you can JV on, where you're not out here trying to build out a massive buyers list and doing all these unnecessary things. You keep the main thing, and stay on your lane, and just remember to partner with people, and leverage other people's experience and expertise in a particular lane. Okay, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk with you all a little bit. I'm excited to announce that we do have a masterclass coming up. So if you click on the link below, we'll have a masterclass. This is a live 3-day event where it's interactive. We're going to dive deep into wholesaling, how I do my wholesaling, how I do my flips. Uh, what else? We're even going to talk about BRRRRs, building generational wealth. So if that's something that you're open to, I actually guarantee that this will be one of the most impactful and powerful 3-day master classes you have ever attended. I literally guarantee that. If you attend all 3 days and you say, Clifford, I did not enjoy this training whatsoever, I will gladly refund you the $17, okay? But that's how much I believe in what we cover, what I cover. So join me this weekend coming up, and I will see y'all there. But y'all have a blessed one. And also, I'm sorry, one last thing. Put in the comments for me, what strategy are you going to start with, okay? What lane are you going to pick? And let me know. I'll chat with y'all soon.